Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's RichTheMan here, and today we're going to be doing a video on a very popular Marvel character. So without further ado, let's give you 20 Marvel-us facts on Scarlet Witch. Let's roll it. So let's start off with the basics. Her real name is Wanda Maria Maximoff. I know what you're thinking, a mystical character with wand in it. Nice. She was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and made her first appearance in X-Men issue 4 in 1964, called the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. When creating the characters of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, Stan Lee said, "We already had a reluctant superhero in Spider-Man, so I thought it would be fun to create a pair of reluctant villains." Scarlet Witch comes from Mount Wundagore, which is a tiny Balkan nation in Transylvania. So during her first year in the comic books, Wanda was seen as a villain by joining the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. It was only in Avengers issue 16 that she then changed sides and became a good guy, or girl in this case. It's common knowledge that she's the twin brother of Pietro Maximoff, aka Quicksilver. You know, the fast one that runs around, that's not Flash. But what you didn't know is that it was believed that the Wizard was their father for a while. I know, the Wizard. Sounds like someone with the secret power of peeing on cue. Scarlet Witch is able to manipulate probability via her hexes. These are often manifesting physically as hex spheres or hex bolts. These hexes are relatively short range, being limited to her line of sight. She can change molecular substances or affect the probability field for an environment or target. In other words, she can make combustible objects explode, melt, crack, rust and decay, or telekinetically deflect objects. Why does she move her hands around? So casting a hex requires a gesture of concentration on her part, though the gestures are largely a focus for the concentration. Despite this precision, the hexes are not necessarily guaranteed to work, particularly if Wanda is tired or using her powers excessively. If overextended, Wanda's hexes can backfire, causing probability to work against her wishes and even undo previous hexes. Probably explains why she sent a ball of exploded crossbones at that hospital in Captain America Civil War. When they were younger, they were saved by Magneto. Although neither of them are aware of their connection, he recruits them for the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, which fought against the X-Men on several occasions. Magneto is abducted by the cosmic entity Stranger. The Brotherhood dissolves and the twins declare that their debt to Magneto has been paid. For a long time, it was believed that Magneto was the real father of Wanda and Peter. However, it has been recently stated that Django Maximoff is the real father of the twins. In my mind, I'm just imagining like Arnie saying like, "Who is your daddy and what does he do?" Because no one seems to know. Agatha Harkness was the person who helped grow Scarlet Witch's hex powers. Although she remained a trusted sight in the superhero community, she was only seen from time to time and holds a significant place in our coming up story. Scarlet Witch has certainly been romantically linked to a lot of notable characters. She loses her memory and powers and is found in Mount Wundagore by Hawkeye. Hawkeye then saves her from thieves, gets a little close and eventually they sleep together. But that's not the most notable. She was due to be wed to Doctor Doom of all people, which even though it's crazy, she didn't have her memories and powers again. Talk about taking advantage of someone where they're mentally incapable of saying no. But her most interesting hookup is with the Vision. So Wanda got married to the Vision in Giant Size Avengers issue 4 in June 1975. That must have been a very odd wedding night. Pull down his pants and... yeah, okay, so you're missing something. Right, alright, okay. Don't know how this is going to work, but there you go. So Wanda and the Vision have children, and I know what you're thinking. Yes, there is a far-fetched way in which it happened. Agatha Harkness dies. Wanda became infused with magic powers that made her pregnant with twins, which she named Thomas and William. Wanda and the Vision then decide to retire from the Avengers in order to focus on parenthood. So if you didn't already pick up on it, Wanda's outfit is green in some of the very first front covers for the character. What the hell is that about? Well, according to the designer, sometimes they change the costume's colour on the cover just to balance the design a bit. So if the background was red or pink, it would not blend in well at all. So it's a little bit confusing. So if you think you have a rare copy, you don't. It's just to make sure that Scarlet Witch doesn't have a floating pair of eyes, and it all blends in well. In Uncanny Avengers issue 14, she gets killed. Now there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in that issue, including a resurrected Red Skull stealing Professor X's brain, Daken, who is Wolverine's son, is resurrected from the dead, and even Apocalypse's twin children. You can probably tell something crazy is going to happen. So Rogue, armed with Wolverine's bone claws, guts Wanda. Ouch. Wanda is a team player. She's been associated with more teams than I have had hot dinners. She's been in the Brotherhood of Mutants, the Avengers, Lady Liberators, the West Coast Avengers, the Defenders, the Secret Defenders, and Force Works. So sign her in the transfer window before she gets snapped up by Real Madrid. She'll be able to give Ronaldo a run for his money. One thing that is incredibly odd is that she was raised by an evolved animal called Bova. This was due to the powerful high evolutionary that resides in Mount Wundagore. In the comic books, Wanda is known by a revealing costume and headgear. Many people believe that the headwear was a helmet, crown, or faceplate, but it actually is a wimple. A wimple is a garment worn around the neck or chin, a style which usually comes from the Middle East. In the 15th century, it was redesigned and worn as an elaborate status ornament. Today, Muslim women and some nuns wear them occasionally as an expression of modesty. For Scarlet Witch, this is a choice. It lets the reader and audience person know about the many layers of the personal development of the character. Also, it's a balance of spirituality between the struggles of her own level of responsibility, coupled with the strength of her powers. Scarlet Witch has made it to the big screen properly in the ending of 2014's Winter Soldier, before making an appearance in Avengers Age of Ultron, Captain America Civil War, as well as Avengers Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2, and is portrayed by Elizabeth Olsen. It is a common misconception that the sister of Quicksilver in 2014's film Days of Future Past is actually Scarlet Witch. However, due to fallings out between Fox Entertainment and Marvel Entertainment over the character, director Bryan Singer merely made this a nod to Quicksilver having a sister, through association only. We would have to consider the fact that in the film they were not the same age, so therefore they can't be twins. Unless one was a fetus and left for several... No, I'm not even going to try and help pin it together. Right, so I'm all out of facts on Scarlet Witch. For now. If you have a suggestion of a comic book character you'd like me to do 20 amazing facts on, then put it in the comments section below. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you want to share it amongst your friends, please do, because it really helps the channel out. And also, if you want to subscribe for more awesome comic book character lists, then please do by hitting that subscribe button. I've been RichTheMan, and if you want to follow me on social media, the link is in the description. And I shall catch you later, comic book fans.
Wah! Hello, I'm Sammy the Toys, Head of Marketing here at the RichTheMan channel. And if you enjoyed that video, then hit that subscribe button. And give the boy a like. Now give me some bloody lettuce! Yeah, that's nice. That's like what I want to see. Right. Yum. So good. So tasty.
So, Wanda and the Vision have children, and I know what you're thinking, and yes, there is a far-fetched way in which it happened. It involves Agatha Christie? God's sake. For a large amount of time, it was believed that Magneto was the real father of Wanda and Peter. However, perfect timing.